Director's Reflections for March 20th of 2022. The audience is the boss. Today's readers, those who make up the so-called large audience of digital media, are the ones who decide the values that should prevail in the information model of the modern era. Their preferences, their news or other content consumption habits, their schedules, and their abilities to disseminate information largely determine the menus of digital journalism. The model of selection or hierarchies that previously characterized the work of the front page meetings of the editors of the printed newspapers, where the criteria of a group were valid, not always connected with what really interested the readers, no longer works. Now, with the enormous echo chamber that news has on digital platforms, the most read contents are not those that were decided based on the perceptions or assumptions of the editors, but on what the new audiences duly monitor mark as favorites. Why follow the audience and not decisively the criteria of a few publishers? Because the public is numerically larger, not local but global, and therefore it is more selective, more demanding, more critical, and knows better how to distinguish the content that most interests it. Whether or not it is relevant is another matter. And since the premise for achieving the robustness of a medium is rooted in the size and satisfaction of the audience, which is what generates viewing and playback of the news, as well as being a source of attraction for advertising, there is no way to avoid this kind of dictatorship of the reader. To the extent that digital journalism platforms discovered this field of interest, they launched themselves with all their tools to hunt for audiences and submit without much hesitation to its rules, but without neglecting that the best mass of content is one that combines quality, precision, contextualization, timelines, and truthfulness. Hence, the source of support for digital is that of paywalls, or the so-called monetization of content, figured to provide news, analysis, and audiovisuals of quality, depth, and credibility, as an exclusivity and as an antidote against false news or manipulated. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.